Alright guys, so welcome to my channel. Guys, so for some time now, the level of unaliving in the southeast is really raising a lot of concern. Alright, I'm going to actually allow you guys into a video update that would open your eyes to see too many things that has been happening. All right, but then for some time now we also noticed that the very Nigerian government has refused to withdraw their military from places like Okigwe, Ako, Arondin, Zogo, and some other communities around within that Imo area. All right, but then in this particular video, this video also reveals two different updated informations. All right, one is about Nnamdi Kanu, and then another is about the Igbos in general and the very Nigerian government, and why things have refused to come back to normal like the way it was before. All right, it has been said that the very Nigerian government has been doing everything they can to make sure that Nnamdi Kanu don't gain their freedom, and also doing everything they can to make sure that nobody from this very southeast would ever rise up to talk about anything that is relating to Biafran again. All right. But then I want you guys to pay attention to every information that is going to come from this video. And just in case it's the first time you're meeting us, please don't be in a hurry to leave. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and then turn on the post notification bell so that whenever we upload any video relating to Biafran matters, Nnamdi Kanu, so that you also get notified. And in this video, you're also going to get a detailed information on Nnamdi Kanu's next update. So let's go straight into the video and I'll be right back.
Remember last week, Omotosho gave the Nigerian Medical Association 8 days ultimatum to go and carry out an independent verification on Nnamdi Kanu's health. Do you remember? Yes, they have actually finished that report. And they have released the report on the findings. So let me read this for you. The Nigerian Medical Association has conducted the court-ordered health examinations on the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu. The Secretary General of the NMA, Dr. Ben Igbo, confirmed development in an interview. He said, and I quote, "The courts gave an order that we should do it, I think, within 8 days. And immediately, the DSS wrote to us. We summoned a committee of 7 doctors with 1 coordinator, making it 8. We had the 7 doctors from the 7 geopolitical zones of Nigeria with different fields of specialty in ophthalmology, neurology, urology, gastroenterology, and other various areas of specialty. They went there, examined Nnamdi Kanu, and the committee wrote their report to us, and it was sent to the Attorney General of the Federation. In addition, he said, we have submitted the report to the Attorney General's office as instructed. Anyone seeking details should contact the Ministry of Justice." This is exactly the words of Dr. Ben Igbo, the Nigerian Medical Association Secretary General. This is a new development because I have patiently been waiting for these 8 days to, come by and to see how it's going to play out. I think the 8th day was exactly on Saturday, but Saturday was a weekend, so it had to be definitely Monday that the report was going to come out. This is what I have to say. This is the first time I'm ever hearing that somebody in the custody of the DSS, of the prisons, of the police, will have to be checked independently to ascertain the level of his health before he can be granted or given even medicine or proper treatment. I mean, this person is in your house. Even normal human beings in their homes don't need to consult doctors before they know somebody has malaria or somebody is dying in your house. You can tell. If you look at somebody in your room, even you watching me right now, check your house. You know who is sick and who is not sick. Why are we lying to ourselves? What is all this jack play? All this play, are we playing with ourselves or what? Are we fools? Are we stupid? That somebody is in the cell, that you are there, he's vomiting there. He is hot, his body's temperature is high, his eye is red. You need somebody outside to come and tell you. Didn't you hear what they said? That we are the first doctors of ourselves. Before you go to hospital, first of all, you will be sick. before he goes to hospital. So why are we pretending that we do not know? Why are we lying? Why do we keep on looking for any small reason to keep torturing this man, elongating his stay and keeping him longer than usual? What do we stand to gain? Omotosho, what do you stand to gain? Federal government of Nigeria, what do you stand to gain? This is just witch hunting. Because like I said, you need 8 days to verify somebody's health. What if the person dies in 8 days? Even ordinary medical checkup, you go for checkup in ordinary chemist or pharmacy around you, doesn't take a day or two to verify. If you want to do blood tests, it's a day. It's a day. Doctors don't even need the 8 days. Even if you want them to check for 8 days, you don't need the 8 days. They need 3 days. 2 days is okay. If you want to even do it speedily like that. Also, this goes to show clearly that the Nigerian federal government lacks human sympathy, human empathy. This is the reason of the disconnection between the government and the people. That is why people are enjoying, the rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. It's because they do not care for the common man. Look at the kind of dehumanizing treatment you are giving somebody because you don't like where he comes from. With the court case he is standing for, has nothing to do with the trial he's passing through. Treating him has nothing. It doesn't mean that you have set him free. It doesn't mean that you have now set him free. So there is nothing you have to gain or to lose from giving him proper medical checkup. Because you can give him medical checkup and you want to find him guilty, you are still free. Of course. So what is this force about denying him medical health care? Is there something you want to achieve? Is there something that you're looking for that you have not seen that you want to see? You want to check if it will finally happen? Also, with the myriad of problems in Nigeria, both locally, internationally, as regards poverty, economy, insecurity, and whatever. How is Nnamdi Kanu a threat to the development of Nigeria? How is Nnamdi Kanu a threat to the security of Nigeria? When we all know that Nigeria is suffering from insecurity issues, and of all the terrorist groups, bandit groups around the country, it is Maaz Nnamdi Kanu who is the chief threat. And since you have arrested Maaz Nnamdi Kanu, has the security in the country gotten better or gotten worse? In fact, ever since he was kidnapped, security in the country has skyrocketed, and Nigeria has gradually become the terrorism capital of the world. Yes, the Southeast has become infested with kidnappers, terrorists, bandits, of which when he was around, this never happened. Check the index. So all this boils back to the point that keeping Nnamdi Kanu in the cell and denying him medical treatment is a witch hunt attempted to make him give up. To make him give up. Then the federal government can say he died in custody. So a dead Nnamdi Kanu is better for Nigeria than an alive Nnamdi Kanu. That is the way you see it. That is the way you are doing it. How does it make sense to me? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. How many lives has Nnamdi Kanu taken from Nigeria? How many buildings has he destroyed? How many lives has Nnamdi Kanu taken? And how many lives has Bello Turuji from Sokoto taken? How many lives has Asai Dokubo taken from Nigeria when he was fighting militancy? And how many lives has Nnamdi Kanu taken from Nigeria? Calculate it. Calculate it. We have the police that can do investigation. They should find out so that you will know who is the real threat to your country. So when I say that this medical blockade for Maaz Nnamdi Kanu is an attempt to end his life, I don't mince words. Because there is no way that treating Nnamdi Kanu stops you from the court case that he is passing through. It doesn't guarantee that he is going to walk free. It just means that you saw that the person that's going to court with you is not feeling fine, and you want to treat him so that you can go back to court with him. Fair play. Fair play, because if he dies, everything that he's fighting for, that he's arguing in the court, will die with him. We will never hear the truth. We will never hear the real judgment of this case. Because the first courts have already granted him victory. You said no. You want to go to Supreme Court. Supreme Court said, okay, the case should start again from beginning. Imagine. You had run 100 meters with somebody. You won the person said no. Let's start again from beginning. Can you be there and easy? Can you be there and easy? You can imagine the cheating. You have won the person 100 meters. First one. He said, no. His shoes is spoiled. Second case again. Second 100 meters. You won him. He said, no. That he ate too much amala or too much ewedu. You want to run again. You did this thing 5 times with him. You say, no. Let us reschedule the match again another month. Then along the line, you want to kill him. Makes no sense. Makes no sense. So, well, we are still watching to see how all this will pan out. Hopefully, Omotosho will, resume. We'll call, a court session. With this, now he has something to, call a court session for how this is going to play out. Because there is no time. There is no time. There is no time. We need this man to go for proper medical checkup. There is no time. So summon this court case now, and I'm sure of what is in that paper, that there is positive sign in that medical examination. Because out of all the people that have tried and checked his health in that JSS dungeon, 99 or 100% of them have maintained that this man is sick. So I don't see anything that the Nigerian Medical Association is going to say that is different. I don't see it. It's not going to happen. That is the highest body of medicals in the world in Nigeria. I doubt they're going to play politics with this health. I doubt. Like, share, and subscribe my channel. Turn on notification. Select the bell that says all to get notified.
I want Nigerians to, look at what is happening right now in our country. For me, I try to picture the season of the Civil War, the build up to the Civil War, what the environment was like. And I'm trying to compare it now that during the Civil War was not actually fought to keep Nigeria one, no, but it was fought out of people's selfishness. The coming together of Awolowo and Gowon. Because I'm aware so many Yorubas were against that war. Somebody like Wole Soyinka went to prison because of that war. He was against that war, and so many Yorubas. But of course, Awolowo was able to carry them along by giving them free education and all the goodies. He fought the war because he was so desperate to be Nigerian president. Gowon also fought that war. That war ought to have been averted in Aburi if they have implemented the Aburi Accord. But because Gowon was so desperate, because he came from a minority, this is the only opportunity he felt he can become president. So he went into that war, and millions of people died. Fast forward 2014, Senator Tinubu and Muhammadu Buhari came together. These are two desperate human beings who wants to be president at all costs. Now, President Tinubu is President Buhari wants to settle his Fulani people because Fulanis are wanderers. So he is looking for a land to grab to settle them. Then our President Tinubu is desperate to be president and also to build southwest. Of course, he is carrying some people along, and he has built a gangster followers that are complementing what he is doing. I call them the gangsters of Lagos, because if you go to other Yoruba states, you don't get to hear this boast of Igbo people. Now, it's as if there is a particular agreement. These gangsters from Lagos and the jihadists from the north has against the Igbos to wipe them out. Of course, they did whatever they can to provoke Igbos to war. General Buhari, he couldn't do that. Right now, President Tinubu has taken over. He is also trying his best to provoke Igbos to war or to do whatever so that they can be killed. They are sponsoring jihad. Seriously, they are trying whatever they can to sponsor jihad, to sponsor genocide. They are just waiting for Igbos to be pushed to the wall, for Igbos to rise so that they can kill them. Let me tell you, this is not a tribe matter. In Lagos, the Igbos and the Yorubas live together. In my street where I live, We contributed the money, we developed my streets into a small heaven. All right? The whole development, if you go to end all the streets in Lagos, it's not the government that is developing streets. It is individuals. Residents will come together, Igbo, Yoruba, and South and Southeast. Yorubas will call them Igbo. So let me say Igbo and Yoruba, majorly. Because you can hardly see Hausas live on the streets. They don't. It's usually Igbos and Yorubas. We team up to work. Now, what surprises me is when it's time to contribute money to work, they don't call you Igbo. They don't drag it and say, no, don't put money, it's our Yoruba land. We will develop it alone. But the moment the development concludes and there's more benefits, that is when the gangsters will rise. Because they're so greedy. Now, if you look at Lagos, you will see that these gangsters were the ones that hijacked everything. Some of the Yorubas too are being marginalized even in Lagos. So if you look at what is happening now, both the one they are doing in the southeast, because they are sponsoring jihad and genocide in the southeast, the federal government contracted aside the people, a militant. They broke the jail in Imo State, pack all the criminals there, hand them over to Asari. He trained them and poured criminals into southeast and turned southeast into a crime scene, and they were sacking villages just like what they are doing in the north, and they were killing people. We are still fighting that. They have come to Lagos. They've changed street names. We ignored them. Now they are attacking our means of livelihood. I'm calling on Nigerians, fellow Nigerians, rise so that these people will not cause another war. Because when they cause the war, they will force you to join their army, and they will force you to fight in their war. And I'm using this opportunity. If you're an Igbo person and you're hearing my voice today, wherever you are you in Canada? Are you in America? Are you in Russia? Are you in China? Are you in India? Anywhere you are all over the world, raise your voice. Don't wait until they finish us up. There is genocide and jihad going on in Nigeria right now against Christians and Igbos. Those of our brothers, bishops, please carry this message to Pope. We are also Christians. They are killing us here. Our brothers, if you are close to any government abroad, please take this message to them. It is not only Israel they are killing, they are marginalizing. They are killing us every day, destroying our properties every day. How can a fellow countryman tell a fellow countryman, this is my land, you cannot build in my land? Didn't Awolowo tell Yorubas, this gangster, not even Yorubas, this gangster, that he fought this war to keep Nigeria one? Now, if we are one Nigeria, nobody has any right to claim any land. We are one Nigeria. I have never seen an American tell a fellow American that this is my land. So, I want to ask Nigerians, please, help me ask the National Assembly, how is Lagos now practicing regional government? That a sitting governor will move in bulldozer with no notice, with no nothing, start demolishing multi-million naira worth of businesses. Please, Nigerians, let us rise and condemn this. If it means to do riots, to protest, so that these people will not cause another genocide or another war. You never can tell who will be caught in the crossfire.